Okay, so good day everyone. And ang itatopic ko ngayon is all about rodents in the Philippines. So rodents or rats, ito ay isang pest ng mga crops or agricultural crops natin in any stages. So they are present in any stages ng crop natin from seeds up to harvesting, up to storage, they are present. Okay, so kinokonsume niya or they are very voracious, especially they can consume yung mga seeds natin, they can consume yung mga vegetative crops natin, either yan ay sa mga cereals, sa mga coconuts natin, and other crops, nagiging voracious or they can consume all of that. Okay? So, when we define rodents, they are the mammal of the order Rodentia. So, they are considered pests, which are characterized by a single pair of continuous growing incisor. So, they are continuous in growing incisor. So, it means ay continuous yung pag-grow nung ating, yung ngipin ng ating mga rats. Okay, especially in each of the upper and the lower jaws. So about 42% of all the mammal species are rodents, and they are found in vast numbers on all continents except Antarctica. So bakit kaya wala sila sa Antarctica? Dahil sa sobrang lamig ng temperatura kasi nasa North Pole ang Antarctica, di ba? So walang nabubuhay doon ng mga rodents. But here in the Philippines, sa bahay ka man, nasa rice field ka man, nasa daan ka man, anywhere, nandiyan ang mga rodents. Okay? An animal with a backbone and mammary glands. So, ang life cycle ng ating rodents, so meron siyang tinatawag na gestation period of 21 days and lactation of 21 days. And then, after ng weaning, 1 to 4 months, pwede na siya for maturity. So after mating, 21 days lang yung mismong anak doon sa tiyan ng ating rodents and then magde-deliver na siya. And then merong lactation or magdidede or dumidepende muna yung ating rodents or yung mga young rodents at 21 days. And then ihihiwalay ng nanay yung mga anak after 21 days and then 1 to 4 months magmamature na siya at pwede na for mating. So ang bilis ng kanyang cycle, di ba? After 42 days plus 1 month, 40 plus 30, 70 days after, pwede na siyang mag-asawa. Or pwede nang mag-asawa yung anak ng rodents. Okay? So ano ba yung characteristic ng isang rodents? They are so poor vision. Okay? But sensitive to motion. So, hindi sila nakakakita or malabo yung kanilang paningin, but naririnig nila 1 kilometer away yung mga ah yung mga yung mga sounds or something, yung mga dumadaan na sasakyan, yung tao na papalapit. So, yung motions or yung galaw, 'di ba? Naririnig nila 'yan. Sensitive din sila sa smell, sa taste, sa touch and hearing. And ang mga rodents din natin ay nocturnal. Kapag sinabi nating nocturnal, they are active at night. So sila ay very active lang kapag gabi. And magaling silang umakyat. And magaling din silang lumangoy. And then meron din silang chisel or incisor. Okay, na yun yung ginagamit nila or they use it for finding food or to grind yung mga pagkain. Okay? So, reason why some field are prone to rat damage. Bakit kaya prone ang mga rice field or yung mga field natin sa rat damage? Bakit present ang rat? Okay? It is because available ang pagkain doon. Merong mga cover, meron silang pagtataguan, merong tubig na pwede nilang pag-iinuman, at less competitions. So wala silang kaagaw. Okay? And then less predators. So wala silang kaaway doon. Kaya nandun sila to find food, to damage that particular fields. So kapag sinabi nating predator, ito yung mga kumakain sa kanila. Example sana, aso, pusa, bayawak. Okay? Availability of breeding areas. So, nandun din yung mga breeding areas nila or something na dun na din sila nagko-copulate. Okay? Rodent species in the area are used to disturbance. So rat damage in the seedbed can due to rats consuming seed directly or pulling up germinating seed later. So pinupulling up nila yung mga seedlings. And rat cut or pull up recently transplanted seedlings that resulting to missing hills. Makikita mo naman or visually marirealize mo naman na yun ay rat damage when they cut yung mismong tillers, they uproot that particular seedlings, and at the same time, may mga naiiwan or lumulutang sa tubig na mga leaflets. So rats cut or bend older tillers to reach the developing panicle. So kapag mga older tillers naman, yung mga olding or kaya developing panicles ay nag-grind. The eaten or chewed area on the stem may resemble insect damage. So as the crop matures, rat cut or bend the tillers to cut and ripening grains. So damaged tiller are cut near at the base at 45 degrees angle. So ano yung mga signs or indicators na merong presence ng rodents? Number one, merong footprints, drooping, rat holes or burrows, may mga runways or meron silang matatakbuhan, damage or cut tillers, merong presence of live rodents, presence of islands of damage. So kapag sinabi nating islands of damage, ito yung hindi mo man napapansin sa daan, but kapag lalapit ka doon sa mismong paddies, makikita mo kasi sa gitna sila nag-create ng islands of damage. Wala sa gilid ng mga dikes. Para hindi mahalata ng farmer na may rat damage na siya, ang pinaka-target ng mga rodents natin is doon sa gitna ng paddies or rice field. And then makikita mo may tae. Okay? So may tae. Next. So causes of rodent outbreak, so high residual population from the previous seasons and absence yung adverse climatic conditions, may availability of water, shelter, food, and artificial reduction method is not sustained. So kapag sinabi nating artificial reduction, ito yung gagamit ka ng mga chemicals and other mechanical controls. Ano tayo? Next. So meron tayong mga rodents sa Pilipinas. So ano yung mga available or kaya mga presence ng mga rodents dito sa Pilipinas or ano yung mga breed nila? Number one is yung Rattus tanizumi or Oriental house rat. So also known as Asian rat or Asian house rat. So it is a species of rodents in the family Muridae. And it is closely related to the black rat or Rattus rattus, and it is widespread in eastern, southern, and southeastern Asia. So formerly, ang dating pangalan ng ating Rattus tanizumi ay Rattus rattus. May letter S ito ha. Rattus rattus mindanensis. So it means ay galing siya sa Mindanao. Okay? 175 gram with medium sizes and yung kanyang tail uniform dark, usually longer than the head plus the body. And then yung kanyang mammary gland or mammary formula is 2 plus 3 equals 10. Anong ibig sabihin? Ito sana yung tiyan ng ating rodents and then kaya tinawag siyang 2 plus 3 kasi nga merong tatlo na magkakatabing mammary and then may nahihiwalay na dalawa. So that is 2 plus 3. And then kaya tinawag siyang equals 10, it is because magkabilaan. 5 plus 5, it is equal to 10. 2 plus 3 equals 10. Okay? So that is the formula. And then we have also the Rattus argentiventer. So it is a medium-sized rat with grizzled yellow-brown and black pelage that is not spiny when stroked. And its belly is grayish in midline with whiter flanks. So the dorsal two faces of its hind feet are about the same color as its back. Okay? So ang kanyang formula is 3 plus 3 equals 12. So as you can see, anim dun sa kabila na magkakahiwalay na tatlong dede or mammary at anim din doon is equal to 12. Okay? And then we have also the pollination rats. So pollination rats or Rattus exolans so can live in a variety of habitats including grassland, scrub, and forest provided that it has an adequate food supply and shelter. So not good swimmer, hindi siya magaling umakyat, but magaling siyang ay hindi siya magaling lumangoy, but magaling siyang umakyat ng mga puno for food. And then ang kanyang mammary formula is 2 plus 2 equals 8. And then we have also the Norway rat. So ang Norway rat is large and thick yung kanyang body. Okay? Thick yung kanyang body. And then largest, most aggressive. So malaki siya. Okay? Blunt muzzle and small yung kanyang ears and eyes. And four color brown to dark gray with scattered black hairs. And then yung mga roof rat naman or Rattus ratus, relatively slender body, muzzle pointed, yung kanyang ears, eyes is large. Okay? And then yung tail is longer than the combined length of head and body. Okay? And then we have also the house mice or Musculus castanus. They are generally live in close association with humans. In houses, yung barns. So nakikita natin ito sa mga granaries, sa mga barns, sa mga houses natin. Okay, yung Tom and Jerry, si Jerry, si house mice. Okay, kapag kayo nagkaanak later on, pwede nyo ipangalan ito sa mga anak ninyo. Why not na ang mga ipangalan nyo pala sa mga anak ninyo ay mga scientific name, ano? Example sana, pinaglihian nyo siya ng daga. O, di Musculus castanus. Tapos ang kanyang palayaw ay musmus. Musmus pa lamang. And then ang kanyang weight is 12 gram. So ano yung mga management strategies na ginagawa nila? Number one is yung cultural method. So yung environmental manipulations, reduction of food sources and harborage. Ano ba yung mga example ng mga environmental manipulations? Yung tatanggalin mo yung mga grasses, kung saan sila magtatago, and then tatanggalin mo kung ano yung mga possible na mga pagkain nila doon. And then reduction of paddy dikes. Kapag sinabi nating paddy dikes, ito yung mga tambak or nakapaligid sa dike. Ito sana yung tinamnan natin ng rice. Ito yung tinatawag nating dikes. And then this is the paddies kung saan itinatanim yung mga rice. And another cultural method is yung synchronous. Kapag sinabi natin synchronous sa bayan, yung pagtatanim. Hindi lang ikaw yung magtatanim na mauuna, baka later on, yan yung pagpipiestahan nila. Kaya para maiwasan yung damage of rat or yung bongacious na pag-damage ng mga rats natin or yung sobrang dami na pag-damage niya is kailangan synchronous yung pagtatanim natin. A community approach and effort is very much recommended. So, one of the physical or mechanical method is yung trap barrier system. Yung maglalagay ka mismo ng net. Example sana, malapit ito sa gubat. Okay? Lalagyan mo ng net dyan. Okay? So, and then, you will install a rat trap. Okay? So, in a four location inside. Kasi nga, yung mga rat natin, matalino yung mga yan. 'Di ba? Ang una muna, maghahanap sila ng butas. Pero kapag wala silang unang nahanap na butas, hindi sila nakapag-find ng hole, ang next na target nila is aakyat sila diyan. Pero dapat, yung mga stake natin should inside the plastic fence. Ito kasi yan ay pag-aakyatan. Okay? Maghahanap ng butas, and then, pag walang nahanap na butas, pwede nilang kakagatin yan. Kaya ang next na gagawin is kailangan meron kang trap barrier or rat trap or butas kung saan sila pwedeng papasok. Kasi ang mga rat natin, mahilig sila sa may butas. And then, the trap is made of metal screen wire or rectangular in shape and having a cone shape. So, ganito. May butas siya, papasok siya dyan, and then, hindi na siya makakalabas. Yun yung design dapat nung TBS natin. And inclined entrance tunnel narrowing to the end with a bent metal wire So rat are cuffed in the trap while trying to enter the trap barrier system. Okay? So ano yung advantage ng TBS? So ang TBS kasi maglalagay ka ng net once na ito ay prone sa rat or alam mong madaming nakatira doon. And then, kailangan meron kang rat trap and dapat merong hole. And then yung ating stake ay nasa loob mismo ng net upang sa ganon hindi siya makaakyat. Kasi ang unang hahanapin ng mga rodents natin is butas. Okay? So environment friendly and relative low cost or relatively low cost. And the TBS capitalizes on the rat's behavior on entering the holes and running alongside of the rice paddy to search it for the food. Kasi naaamoy nila na may pagkain doon. Pero dahil merong harang, maghahanap na sila ng butas para at least makapasok sila. Kasi gagawa at gagawa ng paraan ang rodents para maka-survive at the same time ay maka-catch ng food doon. So the TBS is more effective when adopted as community-wide action to control rats. So dapat lahat ng komunidad or ng community ay mag-a-adapt para hindi lang ikaw. Kasi kapag ikaw lang, mahihirapan ka. Baka pagpiestahan pa rin kahit na meron kang mga nets. So rat control using TBS should start right after the seedbed to protect the seedlings. Okay? And ito daw yung gagastusin mo. 2,700 ang pwede mong maging investment para makapag-install ka ng TBS. Yung iba naman ng mga farmer, they practice digging and barrow flooding. The rat burrows are destroyed by digging. So rats are driven out and killed with sticks. And then yung iba naman, barrow flooding, lalagyan mismo ng tubig into the entrance to drive the rats out their burrows and kill by hand or clubbing. Yung iba naman ay ginagamit yung hand to club the rodents. So ang advantage kasi ng TBS is safe on the environment and effective siya in a large scale. Okay? Yung iba naman, night rat hunting. Gumagamit sila ng kuryente. Okay? And then, ang ginagawa dito, ito kasi ay sa Nueva Vizcaya, ay Nueva Ecija. Okay? Dahil ang Nueva Ecija ay rice capital, dahil sa dami ng rodents doon, uncontrollable na, ang ginawa ng municipal LGU nila or local government unit ng Municipal Agriculture Office ay nagkaroon ng pricing wherein ang price kapag nakahuli ka ng isang daga, piso isang buntot. Okay? Piso isang buntot. So kapag madami kang nahuli, mas advantage mo kasi nga meron kang pinagkakitaan. May pera ka pa. Then we have also the community-wide rat hunting. Yan. And then yung other naman, yung flamethrower or heat or smoke flame. Okay, so once out, they are killed by hand or stick. Pero, dahil sa tamad na ang mga tao ngayon, tamad ng manghuli ng mga daga, ang alternative way na ginagawa is to apply chemical. And that is rodenticide. So, meron tayong dalawang klase ng rodenticide. We have the acute and a chronic. So, kapag sinabi nating acute, meaning, ito yung mga pre-baiting, before seeding, or before transplanting. And use acute poisons. And then kapag chronic rodenticide naman, 5 baiting stations, use a chronic or multiple dose. So ang mga example ng mga acute natin, we have the zinc phosphide, and then racumin naman kapag chronic rodenticides. So, ang chronic, they are slow acting, wherein sa isang sachet, kaya niyang pumatay ng 19 na rodents. Affected rats bleed on death. So it means ay nagbe-bleed muna bago siya mamamatay. So it takes 1 hour to 2 hours before siya or 30 minutes to 1 hour before siya mamamatay. Magbe-bleed muna. Mag-iinit muna yung kanyang katawan. And then kapag acute naman, fast acting. Ito ginagamit lang kapag isa-isa lang or something na hindi naman kadamihan yung mga rodents doon sa field. Okay? Kapag nakikita mo lang na 5, 3, chronic ang i-apply natin. Pero kapag acute, it means uncontrollable na siya, naaapakan mo na yung iba, acute ang tawag doon. We're in zinc phosphide sa isang sachet, 150 na rodents ang pwedeng mamatay. That causes death shortly after ingestion and highly toxic to rats and other animals including human being. Okay? So ano yung advantage ng rodenticide? Ang tawag mo sa pesticide na pumapatay ng rodents, rodenticide. Ang tawag mo sa pesticide na pumapatay ng chemical na pumapatay sa mga mollusks or kaya ng mga golden apple snail ay molluscicide, ha? So product is readily available in the market and it is very effective. Pero ang disadvantage niya lang, it is not safe in the environment and at the same time, they kill non-target animals like yung dog, chicken, and others. Okay? So sabi nga dito, without intervention, there is a violent populations increase of rodents. Kasi nga, sa isang pair ng rat can increase 500 to 1,000 individual and can consume up to 140 kavans per year. So yield loss of up to 60%. Okay? Attack and cause at sowing to harvesting and storage. So kayang-kaya niya magkaroon ng loss of 60% once na there is a violent populations of rodents. So according nga sa James 1:17, the perfect good and every good and perfect gift comes from above. So thank you so much. Kapag may mga katanungan kayo regarding rodents, so pwede nyo lang akong i-chat sa GC or personal. So ang rodents ay isa din sa nagdi-decrease ng yield. Kaya nga kung ito ay ating pakaingatan or something na maikontrol right before tayo mag-planting, it is better. Kesa naman yung nandyan na yung rodents, nagda-damage na siya, tsaka lang natin i-control. So mas magandang i-control or magkaroon ng intervention at para makatipid tayo ng chemical na gagamitin for rodents is during planting pa lang or during the start of the project or the start of our production ay kailangan may mga alternative way. Like yung mga cultural control, chemical control, mechanical control to suppress that pests or suppress that particular uh, pest gamit ang mga control na yan. So anong pest yun? Either rodents, molluscide, or other pests. So thank you so much and God bless.